Hello everybody, today we're going to make a very healthy, traditional Irish brown soda bread. So very simple. Come on over here, I'm just going to show you all the equipment and everything you need first of all. So equipment wise, you need the bowl to put everything in, you need a baking tray to bake the bread in, you need a container for your wet mix, you need a little weighing scale, scissors, teaspoon, wooden spoon, whatever this thing is called, a mixer, and baking soda. So they're all the equipment you need. From an ingredients perspective, you need 350 grams of whole wheat flour, 50 grams of porridge, oatmeal, 50 grams of regular flour, teaspoon of bread soda, teaspoon of salt. For the wet mix, you need buttermilk, 500 mils of buttermilk. I'll put all this on the video so you don't have to remember it. A chunk of rapeseed oil and 2 eggs. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is put everything into the bowl. Okay, so that's your 350 grams of wholemeal flour, 50 grams of porridge oats. You're going to have to sieve the flour. So that goes in like that. You go like this, diddly diddly diddly. Okay, and then you need just a teaspoon. I don't load it too heavy. So in and around, I don't know if you can see that, about that much. Put that through the sieve, shake it in. Then for a bit of salt, I just generally put a bit like a handful of salt in. So something like that amount of salt. Okay, so that's the dry mix. You then mix all that up with the wooden spoon. Mix it all together. Keep going. Then I put a little kind of a hot hole at the bottom over there. We're going to come back to that. Now, for the wet mix, it's 500 mils of buttermilk. So 500 mils. I feel might be a little bit short, so that's okay. So give a little bit more here. Give it a shake. Bring it up to 500 mils. 500 mils. The rapeseed oil, just a drop of that, kind of about that much. Eggs, 2 eggs. Crack it in. Crack it in. Get your stirry thing. Stir it all up until it kind of goes yellow. Get it, put a good stir, so all the stuff comes together and you kind of see a few air bubbles and stuff like that. So shake it, shake it, shake it. Maybe a kind of a scrambled egg vibe going on here. So that's your liquid. Come on over here. You pour that into the middle. Pour. Put that out of the way. Then you mix that into good gooey mix. I generally do it from the bowl in, so from the outside in, and turn the bowl. Shake it all about, do the hokey pokey. And then you can see it's starting to turn into this lovely gloopy texture. Looks gorgeous. So that's your mix. Put that to the side for a second. I'm now just going to baking sheet into this and put it in the oven, so give me 2 seconds. Oh, okay, so got the mix here. I've lined the little baking tray. I said a handful of salt before, actually I meant to say a pinch of salt, so pinch of salt versus a handful. Then just scoop this into this baking bread thing. Scoop it all in. Your oven is on already, by the way, at 170 degrees, so get your oven on before you start anything. Scoop it all in. Oven's on. Make sure you get it all in there. And then that's what this guy's for, spatula. You just kind of push it into the corners. Make sure you kind of have it nice and flat all the way into the corners. All the way. Okay, nice and flat. That looks good. And then you just kind of sprinkle a little bit of the oatmeal flakes on top of it to give it a kind of a nice crusty finish at the top. Just sprinkle it on. That's it. Ready to go. Put it in your oven, which has been on at 170 degrees. Throw it in there, right smack in the middle, for 1 hour. I'll go back to you in a second. Okay guys, the hour is up, so it's time to take it out of the oven. So straightforward enough, try not to burn yourself. Take it out of the oven, that's what it looks like. Now what we're going to do is we're going to try and take it out of this guy. Woo! This is kind of easier said than done. Take it out of the baking tray and put it back in the oven without the tray on it. I leave it on the, you don't have to do this bit now, lads. This is just me because it's easier to take it out there. Put it back in the oven, like that, 20 minutes. That's it, 20 minutes. Okay, so 20 minutes are up. Take the bread out. It should be ready to go. Looks good, looks good, looks good. So then you just take off the grease-proof paper. Should come off handily enough. And basically, that is it. You just let it sit there now for maybe, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, and it's ready to go. So that's it, guys. Authentic Irish homemade brown soda bread. Thanks. Okay, I promised you the ingredients. So here's the ingredients. 350 grams of wholemeal flour, 50 grams of plain flour, 50 grams of porridge oats, teaspoon of spread soda, a pinch of salt, and then for the wet mix, 500 ml of buttermilk, tablespoon of olive oil or rapeseed oil, and 2 eggs. That's it. Have fun.